Hi, welcome to our shoulder mobility session. This is a session that is going to focus on the amplitude and ability to move of our shoulders. Now, I totally recommend that you do this before you are going to exercise, and particularly before any upper mobility session, because when you are going into your wheels and bridge poses, you really need amplitude and movement in your shoulders. This session will focus on that. So we are going to start by doing gentle shoulder circles back. Try to isolate the movement. So don't move your whole body, but quite the opposite. Keep your body locked and engaged and just move your shoulders. Great. One more circle back. Now we are going to circle forwards. That's it. Again, try to focus on isolating the movement. Great. Now that we've done these circles, we are going to go for a full arm circle back. Maybe lift your right arm and start circling back. Now, your focus is going to be on trying not to follow the arm, but let the arm move. That is your range of movement. Great. Good. One more. And we're going to do the same forwards. Just gentle. Try to extend, elongate that arm, and really engage in to open that amplitude. Good. One more. And we are going to move to our left arm back. The same. Try to isolate the move. Good. Just focusing on your shoulder. One more circle back. And we are going to bring it now forwards. The same. Try to keep your body as still as possible. Just asking your shoulder to move. Good. One more. And done. Now we are going to add a bit of coordination challenge. I'm going to ask you to start with your left arm to the front and your right arm to the back. Now they are all going to come, both arms going to come down, cross, and finish. Good. Keep going. Hop. So one is moving forwards, the other one is moving back. Now, again, try to isolate the move and just focus on moving in the shoulder area. Now we're going to change. The right arm is going to go back and the left arm is going to come forwards. Good. Try to give it a bit of a speed. Nice. Nice. There's a bit of coordination required. Take your time. Good. Okay, now what we are going to do is cross our arms at the front and we are going to lift them strong and cross them at the back. And change the cross. Hop. Up. Good. Really using and engaging your shoulder muscles there. Hop. Good. And go. Nice. One more. Good. Now, if you have a towel, a belt, a strap, whatever you have, that's what we're going to be using. So wrap your hands onto the strap. Maybe hold it so that it doesn't bother you. You're going to lift your arms up, really strong and straight, and you're going to press and pull with your right arm down, bringing the left arm behind your head. Again, try to lock your upper body so that it's just your shoulder moving. If you feel more, just pull more. Both arms are extending, okay? Try to avoid a bend here in your elbows. Good. The other way. And the same behind your head and really pull in there. Good. Bring it back down. Wrap a bit shorter. Good. Bring your arms to the front and pull back here. So in front of you, your right arm pulling back, your left arm really extending. Good. Bring it back to the front. And let's move on to the other side. Your right arm is in front of you now, and your left arm is pulling. Good. Okay, lower. And just circle back and forth a couple of times. Good. open your strap, belt, whatever it is that you have, and wrap it so that you are comfortable to do a full circle back. Now, this will depend on your range of movement. Some people will have it really tight. Some people will need to open it more, and it is fine, because here you are working on your shoulder mobility, whatever is right for you. What's important is that you can both go back with the straight arms and then come back to the front with the straight arms. So if you are finding that you're going back with the straight arms and then you are happening to bend and bring, just open. Yeah. So go again. Good. And again, trying to isolate the move. Don't borrow from your back. Good. Great. Now pass the strap back. Make it as small as possible. And you're going to fold over. Good. Try to keep a long back. And when your back cannot go any lower, now you are going to pull that strap really tight and bring your shoulders and your arms lower. Good. Just keep pulling. Take a couple more breaths here. And lower your arms and bring yourself back up. Great. You can get rid of the strap now. And we're going to move down to the floor. Now get something that is going to have your arms lifted from the ground. Good. Just go into a tabletop, bringing your knees slightly back, and try to find your upper arm onto the block and the other upper arm onto the block. Good. Just take a few breaths here, bend your arms, and actively pushing and opening your chest. So you're pushing down towards the mat and really opening. Put your head in between the blocks. And now take a few breaths here. As you breathe in, you extend. And as you breathe out, you bend. Your hands can be in a prayer pose or interlace, however you are more comfortable. And a couple more here. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Okay, you can remove the blocks now. I want the tips of your fingers extended in front of you whilst you bring your heels and your bottom closer together. I want you to drop your head in and really actively press through your armpits down to the ground. To do that, you are bringing your shoulder blades together, actively closer together to sort of get that opening. Good. Don't put your hands flat on the ground, just the tips of your fingers. Good. Actively pressing down. Take a few breaths here. Good. Send your knees slightly back and still keeping the same position on your hands. Lower and the same. Try to bring your chest to the ground by actively pressing those shoulders down. So opening your chest and pressing through your armpits towards the ground. Good. A couple more breaths here. Now this was a very active stretch. Another good way of getting good opening of the chest and the shoulders is by placing a block on your upper back. Okay, sort of shoulder blades to head, opening the arms and just letting them weigh down. Don't arch your back, keep your belly engaged. Actively pushing down towards the ground. Good job. Great. Now we are going to lie down here on our side. Sort of comfortable position. Extend your arm. Right arm on the floor, your head. Very comfy resting on your arm. Bring your left arm over. And what we are going to do is circle the arm. Just little back. Extend it back. Sort of pulse it back. Good. Now bring your right arm in front of you and your left hand on top. Just rest your head on the ground. We're going to bring our top arm, the left arm in my case, without losing contact from the ground and circling it back. Halfway and back to where it was. We are drawing like semicircles on the ground. Good. Try to fight that. Try not to let the space become big. Just keep circling it with your hands in contact with the floor. Really feeling the rotation of our shoulder so that that is possible. Good. One more. And back. Good. Every left has a right. So let's swap sides. Again, a comfortable lying position here. And just quarter of circles, a little even. Even if it gets to a quarter of a circle, just moving back. Swing it back, really controlled and engaged. Good. One more. Beautiful. Bring both arms in front of you and we're going to repeat the same. Just gently but very engaged, move to a circle position without losing contact with the floor. Good. And back. Feel that rotation of your arm at the shoulder girdle happening. Really good. Back. I find this pose so comfortable. I really like this exercise. Feeling the stretch and the rotation of my arm by my hand turning on the floor and coming back. Good. One more. Great. Okay, bring yourself back up to a seated position. What we are going to do now is lie down on our side, but our right arm is going to go behind. Straight. Completely straight. Great. Now extend your legs and bring your left arm in front of you. You see? Great. Bring your left leg, behind you and bend it. And gently, with your left hand, push. Try to gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathing in and out. Really embracing that shoulder opening. We're going to move on to the other side. So gently extend your left arm and roll onto your left side. Bring the top leg behind you. And with your hand, tips of your fingers on the floor, gently push. Important that the palm of your hand is facing the floor. Gently push, gaze up, and breathe in and out. Really well here. Good. If you want to challenge this stretch a bit further, go back to the same position, but bend the arm to a 90 degree, okay? Like a 90 degree. And repeat the same. Gaze up as you are really stretching through your shoulder. Nice. Take a couple more breaths here. Good. And on to the other side. Bend and gently push. Good job. Breathe in and out. Good. Okay. Give your shoulders a few circles back and forth to release. And we're going to cross our arms in front. You see? Great. Just cross. Try to put your shoulders over your elbows there. And gently walk your fingertips as you try to stretch the arms. Just lean over and take 4 breath cycles here. You should be feeling the stretch, that's for sure. If you're feeling intense pain, then just don't overstretch so much. Change the cross. And the same. Gently walk your hands away. The palms of your hands are facing down here, but you can play and move them as you are doing this stretch. Down and up, down and up. So we are getting a tiny rotation of the shoulder as we are doing this stretch. Take one more breath here. Gently uncross your shoulders and bring yourself up. One more exercise that is highly recommended to get rotation and opening is what they call a reverse prayer pose. Now, it is a very intense move, so I always recommend that you either use a prop or that instead of aiming for a full prayer pose here, you just grab on your arms, okay? And gently lift them up. Cross and lift. Good. Again, I am borrowing here from my back. I'm conscious of it. I'm going to close my ribs and try to isolate the move in my shoulders. Good. If you feel comfortable with a full prayer pose, just try to get contact there and gently slide your arms up. Try to press the palms of your hands closer and closer together. Good. Take one more breath there and then gently release. One more really good exercise for your shoulder mobility is the clasp behind your back. Now I'm going to turn around so you can see it, but I totally recommend that you start this exercise with a strap to lengthen the lever there. So bring your right arm up and let the strap dangle down. Good. Grab it and then gently sort of crawl your fingers closer together. Both. They're touching now. Good. When you reach your max, check your ribs. Are you borrowing or are you engaged? And then just isolating. Good. Take a few breaths here. Maybe every time you breathe out, try to get closer and closer. So keep crawling those fingers. Now gently release the strap. Good. And swap. So now your left arm comes up behind you. You drop the strap, find the strap, and gently crawl through the strap. Good. Up and down the strap. Reach your max. Check your ribs. Are you burrowing? Breathe in and out. Good. That always helps. Keep engaging your core. Take a few breaths every time you breathe out. Try to reach your fingertips closer and closer. Good. Gently release the strap and release your arms. Do a few circles back, a few circles forwards. If your shoulders are feeling a bit achy, they always welcome a little squeeze on one and a little squeeze on the other. As I said at the beginning of the session, I totally recommend that you look after your shoulder mobility on a daily basis. Maybe not the whole session, but pick and match different exercises. They are all meant to work in isolation, all together, but definitely before every session that you are going to do, particularly if it's upper body, is really recommended that you do it. Have fun!